Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Empower's Fall 2024 Path to Tech App Development Graduation, hosted by the Command Shift Coalition, a powerful consortium of women and allies committed to advocating for everyone's right to compete in the tech industry. My name is Candace Dixon, the Executive Director of the Command Shift Coalition, and I am thrilled that you're here with us tonight. Today is not just a celebration. It is a moment of transformation, possibility, and pride. Just 1 year ago, we launched Path2TECH with a bold vision to unlock tech careers for women who have historically been overlooked and underestimated. But tonight, we get to witness that vision coming to life. Nearly 100 women have now completed the Path2TECH app development program. Women who showed up with courage, curiosity, and commitment. Today, we celebrate 44 of those amazing women. These women balanced families, jobs, and life, and still made space to pursue something bigger. Through this program, they've become software engineers, support and quality engineers, tech sales professionals, and project managers. Most importantly, they have moved forward equipped with transferable skills, newfound confidence, and a community that is deeply committed to their success. What you're witnessing tonight is more than a graduation. It is a movement that is growing and proving every day that when you provide opportunity and empower people, you have the power to shift futures. And with that, I am honored to introduce tonight's student speaker, Laura Way. Laura has been a shining example of what it means to lead with purpose and persistence. She's not only mastered the technical skills of app development, but has also been a voice of encouragement and empowerment throughout this program. In Laura's own words, she said, empowering women to claim their space in tech is empowering everyone. It is important to create more room for those who are less likely to be in the field, help them feel encouraged, and let them know that their contributions matter. It is our uniqueness that builds collaboration and innovation. Everyone, please join me in welcoming the incredible and inspiring Laura Way.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura, and I'm incredibly excited to be here today. My journey to this point was a little unexpected. A friend of mine shared a link to the program, and even though I hesitated because I didn't think I was qualified enough, she encouraged me to apply anyway, and I'm so grateful she did. I wasn't sure I was going to fit in because software development felt like a completely different world from my previous experiences and studies. I was so wrong in a good way. I want to take a moment to deeply thank our incredible mentors throughout this program. The instructors created such a welcoming and supportive environment that learning to code became an absolute joy. And to the professional development team, this is such a significant moment because we represent the future of tech. Looking back, there are so many memorable moments, especially those late nights in study room 2. We were a truly dedicated crew, and without those study sessions, I truly believe we'd be all a little more lost right now. I also feel so comfortable discussing my code now without that lingering feeling like of embarrassment because of what I did not know. My biggest challenge, I think, was overcoming those initial doubts I had about myself, but the supportive environment here at Empower has been truly transformative. I'm also amazed at just how much I've learned. My favorite projects were definitely the group ones. They were the best ones at teaching us how to collaborate like we would in real life. But coding has given me a completely new perspective and an approach to tackling challenges. I've also discovered a creative side to coding that I never even knew existed. And now I have these technical skills and I feel empowered to innovate and contribute to a constantly changing world. This experience has really pushed me out of my comfort zone in the best way possible. My goals and aspirations have expanded significantly. I'm thinking bigger now. I'm incorporating dev tools into my problem solving process. Moving forward, I plan to continue coding and building strong connections within my community. I want to help create spaces where I can continue coding with others that like it too. I envision using the skills I've gained to build something that truly disrupts the status quo in a positive way. I also see collaborations being a major part of my future in this career. For those who are coming after us, please keep going, okay? Don't ever give up. Take those breaks when you absolutely need them, but always push forward and make sure you show up every single day. To Corinne, to Holly, Sarah, Javi, and Casey, your guidance, your patience, and your unwavering support have been absolutely invaluable to all of us. And to my fellow grads, thank you guys so much. Those last minute pull requests, sharing your strengths, and for the late night study sessions, oh my gosh. We were meant to be in the rooms we enter next. We have made ourselves invaluable, and we need to show up with that confidence, ready to change the atmosphere of the rooms that we know need it most. But y'all, we've made it. Oh my gosh, we made it.
Oh, Laura, here's to breaking out of comfort zones and creating opportunities for those who come behind you. We are so proud of you and your entire class. Thank you for that powerful message and representing your class with heart and so much grace. Thank you, Laura. Laura is representing the Atlanta region of Path2TECH. And for those of you who aren't familiar, Path2TECH actually is represented throughout the United States. In fact, we have people who participated in Path2TECH from Dallas, the DMV, and the New York, New Jersey regions. So a huge shout out to those participants and their families. Thank you for all of your hard work. Now, I have the joy of welcoming back one of our shining stars from the inaugural Path2TECH App Development Cohort, Simone Moore. Simone is now working at New Visions for public schools as a support and quality engineer, and she continues to be a voice of inspiration for women just beginning their journey in tech. Simone?
Thank you, Candace, and good evening, Path2TECH graduates. It's wonderful to see you all here following the last 6 months. And while you reflect on your growth, I want you to take a moment and really appreciate how far you've come in your journey. Before I begin, I would like to extend my gratitude and overall gratitude to the Command Shift Coalition members and the Path2TECH instructors and the professional development coaches. What you've done in your work is incredible and it's amazing. And truly just hearing Laura, I'm moved. So I'm so glad that you all have made it through the process. You really have done an incredible job getting this far. And I can't wait to see where your journey takes you next. Those countless hours that you spent in class were not just about learning the fundamentals to kickstart your job hunt, but to get those skills that are necessary to be successful in your technical career. From researching roles, researching companies, to practicing coding interview questions, and continuing to look to these professionals in the NPower network for guidance. Remember this as you enter into the industry, because this is really just the beginning. And while those months ahead may seem uncertain, I really hope I can shed some light on this path by sharing my own journey with you. My journey wouldn't have been possible without the inspiration from a longtime friend and an incredible woman in my life. Unlike me, she did not have the help of NPower, but through her unwavering determination and drive, she was able to break into the tech space in 2022. When I had visited her in December of 2023, she handed me a job application and encouraged me to apply and move back to the city. Of course, I was stunned, but upon my arrival back in Georgia, something told me it was the right time. I didn't know exactly how I would do it, but I knew I had to do it. I reached out and connected with my robotics mentor from high school. I began researching opportunities. What would I do to support myself, to decide to transition into tech? That's where I found Empower. That's where I found Command Shift. After having that initial interview with Paula, I felt confident in taking that leap of faith, and so I jumped. I packed up my apartment into a U-Haul and I drove 12 hours to return to my childhood home in Harlem, New York City. I spent those next 7 months with Javier, Sarah, Casey, and Holly preparing for the baton exchange into the workforce. And it was not easy for any of us. I was in your same shoes, graduating without a job, without an apprenticeship or internship lined up. And so I focused on navigating the highs and the lows with Holly. We deconstructed and rebuilt my resume. We combed through job listings, and I would reach out every time I attended a networking event. I knew I had to perfect the email that I needed to follow up from those 5 connections I made on LinkedIn, or having that conversation that was obscure and not necessarily what I wanted to do, but definitely in alignment with practicing what it really meant to network. I took every note and wrote it actually in this notebook. And so that was my baton. This notebook served as my baton to that transition into tech. From working in a retail job to joining the quality assurance team of this non-for-profit, I'm still in awe. It's now time for your own baton exchange. However you plan to take these next steps, please do so with intention. Take time to learn more about the industry and continue to develop your skills. Do not hesitate to reach out to your support system and take full advantage of the resources that Empower provides you. Build a relationship through their Empower Match program and apply to their additional course opportunities. Pursue your new career with curiosity and remain persistent in achieving your goals. I hope I've not just inspired you, but maybe ignited some fire. Know that the individuals here today look forward to your continued success. It really took courage to get here, and it will take courage to keep going. You're more than capable of doing it, so go out there and make it happen.
Simone, you are an inspiration. Thank you for sharing how our graduates can navigate their job search, but most importantly, thank you for passing the baton to the fall class of 2024 for Path2TECH. And I know the future of tech is bright because you're in it. Thank you. Next, it's my honor to welcome a dynamic leader and fearless advocate for women in tech. Representing the Command Shift Coalition, a powerful alliance of corporate, nonprofit, and community leaders committed to advancing more women into technology careers, please join me in welcoming the executive sponsor of Empower's Command Shift Coalition, Empower's Chief Marketing Officer, Benta Van. Benta will share brief remarks on behalf of the coalition and introduce today's keynote speaker. Benta?
Good evening. Thank you, Candace. And wow, some incredible speakers tonight. I have my tissue nearby, okay? Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Empower's Command Shift Coalition, it is a true honor to celebrate the incredible women graduating from the Path2TECH App Development Program tonight. The Command Shift Coalition was founded on a simple but powerful belief that everyone deserves the right to compete, to have access, opportunity, and support in building a future in tech. And tonight, we see that belief in motion. This moment matters. In the midst of changing times where technology is evolving, industries are being redefined, and the economy is uncertain, that is real. Programs like Empower are more essential than ever. They don't just teach tech skills. We spark transformation. These changing times are also a call to innovate, to grow, and to lead. And this class, from everything that I'm hearing, is answering that call. You are not just learning code. You're not just learning how to build, think critically. You're learning to collaborate and to lead. And one of the most beautiful things to emerge from this experience is the community that you've created. I think back how many times Laura referenced the study room. A community rooted in mutual support, accountability, and care. That community was part of the original intention when Command Shift was launched 4 years ago. And it's now one of our greatest strengths. To our graduates, your courage, your commitment, and your community will carry you far. You are exactly what the future of tech needs. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Keynote James. Keynote is the Global Chief Information Officer at McKinsey & Company, where she leads the technology and digital organization, designing and managing transformative technologies that shape the future of work and empower colleagues across the globe. Before McKinsey, Keynote served as the Global Chief Operations Officer at Deloitte Technology, bringing over 2 decades of experience across enterprise architecture, innovation, data strategy, and digital transformation. Beyond her day-to-day work, Keynote is deeply committed to service. She serves on the Empower Board, we're so proud to have her, as well as the Boys and Girls Club of America. And she remains active in organizations such as the Georgia Department of Education, Georgia CIO, and I'm happy to see that she is a soror of mine in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Please join me in welcoming a leader, trailblazer, and advocate, Keynote James.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone, Empower graduates, and the incredible team behind this life-changing program. To the second graduating class of Path2TECH, congratulations. You've made it. Today is not just a celebration of what you've learned, it's a celebration of everything you've overcome. You didn't just complete a technology program, you transformed your future. You answered a call, you showed up for yourself and your dreams, and even when it was hard and uncertain and unfamiliar, you showed up. I want you to take a moment, breathe, and feel the weight of what you've done. This is your time. I see a bright future for all of you. I see future cybersecurity experts, software engineers, data scientists, cloud architects, IT leaders, change makers. And I see myself. I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama. At age 14, I had the opportunity to participate in a summer engineering apprenticeship program. That program opened my eyes to the world of technology, and it changed my life. At 14, I didn't have a clear roadmap and certainly didn't have all the answers, but I had people who believed in me. Mentors, teachers, a community. They leaned in, taught me things I never dreamed I would learn, and reminded me that where you start doesn't determine how far you can go. It taught me that my curiosity and creativity could solve problems. But most importantly, it taught me I belonged in rooms I hadn't even imagined yet. But none of that would be possible without programs like this. Programs like Empower, programs that open doors, build confidence, and create the kind of access that changes not just careers, but changes lives. They fill in the gaps. They step in where opportunity is missing and remind people, especially young people, especially those from underrepresented communities, that their potential is not only real, but it's essential. Today, I serve as the global CIO of McKinsey & Company. I lead a team of over 1,300 technologists worldwide. We design and implement the digital tools that power one of the world's most respected consulting firms. Before this, I served as global COO for Deloitte Technology. And throughout my 20 plus years in technology, from software development to enterprise transformation, I've learned some hard-won truths. One of the biggest is you don't get to the top by going it alone. You get there through mentorship, through sponsorship, and being open to learning always. In fact, I'm still learning. I'm pursuing my PhD while leading global operations because I believe that growth is intentional. doesn't happen by accident. It happens by choice. It happens by investment and by discipline. So let's talk a moment about access. Access is the beginning, but it's not the end, because we're not trying to just open the door. We're trying to change what's inside the room. The technology industry has made some progress, but we all know the numbers. Black, Latina, and Native American women are still underrepresented, still underpaid, still undervalued. According to research, only 3% of all technology roles are held by Black women. And when it comes to leadership, we're even harder to find. So what does that mean for you? It means you're not just walking into a job. You're walking into a responsibility, a chance to build, to uplift, to mentor, to change the game. You're walking into rooms that others fought for you to be in. And now it's your turn to hold the door open for someone else. You see, leadership isn't about a title. It's not about the letters behind your name or the size of your paycheck. It's about how you show up. It's about being bold enough to ask questions, to challenge the status quo, and to never, ever stop learning. So here's something I need to say plainly. I need you to hear me. You belong in technology. You belong in leadership. You belong in the driver's seat of the future. But I also want to prepare you, because while those doors may be opening, the path is not yet level. In one of McKinsey's latest books, The Broken Rung, the authors talk about a critical issue. The first step up to management, that first promotion, is where women, especially Black and brown women, are most often left behind. For every 100 men promoted to manager, only 58 Black women are. And this isn't about performance. It's about systems. It's about access, visibility, and advocacy. And that's why programs like Path2TECH are so powerful. You didn't wait for someone to choose you. You chose yourself. You grabbed that first rung and pulled yourself up. And from here, the only way is up. But let's be real. The numbers are still a bit stark. Yet here's what gives me hope. You. You are part of a generation that is pushing back, that's speaking up, that's showing out. You're not just entering technology, you're reshaping it. As the founder of Black Girls Code said, when underrepresented voices are given the opportunity to lead, they bring innovation born from lived experience. That's what you bring to this field: lived experience, fresh ideas, empathy, and courage. So what does leadership look like for this next phase of your journey? For me, leadership starts with this. First, lead with purpose, not pressure. Make decisions that align with your values and the legacy you want to leave behind. Say no to distractions so you can say yes to what matters most. The world will try to rush you, push you, define success for you. But real leadership is quiet. It's intentional. It's rooted in values. Don't chase titles, chase impact. And if you have to say no to something that doesn't serve your purpose, say it, and say it with confidence. Second, build your tribe. Find mentors, sponsors, friends, and peers who challenge you and support you. People who will tell you the truth with love and push you to be better. I wouldn't be here today without the people who believed in me and who told me when I was playing too small. Surround yourself with people who will remind you to rest. Leadership isn't about burning out. It's about building up, and that includes yourself. And third, don't wait for permission to shine. You belong in every room you walk into. You're not a diversity hire. You're not a quota. You're qualified, you're capable, and you're absolutely necessary. Bring your full self to the table, your voice, your story, your culture. That is your superpower. And one more thing, stay in learner mode. Technology evolves fast. Stay curious, explore emerging trends, dive into AI, automation, cloud, cybersecurity. Take another course, attend that panel, read that article, stay relevant. Staying relevant means, though, staying open. So let me share something from one of the most respected leaders in AI today. He says, the future of AI needs to be shaped by diverse human experience. And guess what? That includes your experiences. Your experience as a woman, as a person of color, as someone who came to technology through an unconventional path. It all matters. We need you informing how technology is built, how it's tested, and how it's deployed. We need you involved in solving bias in AI models. We need your voice in product design, in policy, in engineering, in innovation. As Ursula Burns, the first Black woman to lead a Fortune 500 company, once said, dreams do come true, but not without the help of others, a good education, a strong work ethic, and the courage to lean in. So now you have the education. You've done the work. You're here today because you leaned in. Now it's time to lean forward, lean into your power. Inclusion matters, but not without diversity and equity. It lacks the structure to create real change. We must be intentional about who we include, how we include them, and whether the systems we built allow everyone to thrive. So my leadership will always be about action, about making sure others feel supported, seen, equipped to succeed. And that's your call too, not to just succeed, but to lead, to build, to lift as you climb. So to the fall 2024 class, you're not just graduates, you're pioneers. Graduates, today is a milestone, but it's not the finish line. It's just the beginning. There will be challenges ahead, projects that seem too complex, systems that feel overwhelming, people who underestimate you. But remember, resilience got you this far, and resilience will carry you the rest of the way. The future of technology needs you, not just as workers, but as leaders, as thinkers, and visionaries. You are future project managers, founders, CIOs, and change makers. And even if you don't see someone who looks like you in the room, be the first. Then make sure you're not the last. Take this moment, hold it close, and let it remind you of your strength when challenges come. You've already done the hardest part. You started. Now go build a future we all need. I'm so proud of you all. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see what you all create next. So congratulations, Empower graduates. Now go light up the world of technology. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much, Cato, for the words of encouragement. Thank you for reminding us to lead with purpose, not pressure. Thank you for reminding us to chase impact and not a title. Thank you for reminding us that leadership is not about burning out, but building up. And most importantly, thank you for reminding us that we all are needed and that we all are necessary and belong in every single room we're in. We truly appreciate your leadership, your journey, and your affirming words. And we are so excited that you were able to join us today. Thank you so much, Cato. Now, we are moving on to a special part of the evening, awards that honor the resilience, values, and excellence of our graduates. These awards celebrate not just what our students have accomplished, but who they've become through this journey. To present these honors, please join me in welcoming Paula Resendez, Path2TECH App Development Recruitment and Admissions Manager, Keisha Nicole, Path2TECH Alumni Engagement Manager, Casey Reyes, Path2TECH Assistant Instructor.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our second Path2TECH graduation ceremony. I want to take this time to congratulate all of our graduates. I'm so proud of you all. Today, I'm here to present the Path to Success Award. This award recognizes certain individuals in the Path2TECH program who demonstrate classroom engagement and those who have turned in quality assignments to their classes. I have the honor to present 1 out of 2 of these awards to Faye Alatik. Faye came into Path2TECH eager to showcase her technical talent and be a part of a community who will allow her to be a successful ambassador for Path2TECH and the Empower organization. Congratulations, Faye. The next Path to Success Award goes to a wonderful individual who came to the Path2TECH program, sharing the hopes, dreams, and goals she had set for herself. She informed me that she wants an opportunity to join a program that will help her hone in with her interviewing skills in the technical space and also help her get to the next level in her career. Thank you, Mariceli Villalobos, for trusting us as a stepping stone in your technical career. Like she said in her own words, she has the ganas to be here and be better. And we're so proud of you. Congratulations, Mariceli.
It's my pleasure to introduce the next award. The Core Values Award recognizes individuals in Path2TECH App Development Program who demonstrates more than just academic excellence. It honors those who consistently show professionalism, integrity, diplomacy, individuals who don't just code well, but lead well, communicate with respect, and show up with purpose and positivity. Today, I have the distinct pleasure of presenting this award to two remarkable graduates. The Core Values Award goes to Teresa Span and Miocha Birch. Congratulations, you two.
Hello, I'll be presenting the Beacon Award. So this award celebrates a remarkable individual who embodies resilience, determination, and the power of perseverance. In the face of challenges or moments of setbacks, this person refused to give up. Instead, they dug deep, put in the hard work, and not only caught up, but crossed the finish line alongside their peers. Their journey reminds us that struggles don't define us. It's how we rise from them that truly matters. Tonight, we honor not just their academic achievement, but their unwavering spirit and the incredible example they've set for all of us. So please join me in recognizing Alexa Enau, whose story inspires us to keep pushing forward no matter the odds.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, everybody is usually the expression I would use. This is Kim Mitchell, and I am also thrilled to be part of this Empower team. I'm also known in the organization as Kim Possible. And if nothing else that we walk away from this evening, it's this notion of what is possible for you. To our graduates, congratulations. You've shown up with resilience, curiosity, and the courage to grow. And tonight, you walk away with more than just new technical skills. You walk away with a new sense of what's possible. And you walk away with some powerful gems of inspiration, motivation, and ways to think about your value and where you belong. You've completed a rigorous program and proven to yourselves that you're ready to take up space in this industry. And this industry, as Cato has described, needs you. It needs your brilliance, your voice, and your leadership. A special note of thanks to you, Cato. I mean, you just brought a word. Your powerful wisdom and inspiration that you shared tonight will uplift not only the graduates, but all of us here that are part of this amazing community called Empower. And to our speakers, Laura, Angelique, our Command Shift Coalition representation, Benta, you rock, and all of you who have contributed to this evening's presentations. Thank you for reminding us about the heart behind this work. Also, to the unstoppable Path2TECH team, Javier, Casey, Sarah, Holly, Kishana, Paula, it doesn't happen without you. And you have just been an amazing force in moving this work forward. And left off the list was Candace and Benta, because leadership matters, and their leadership has mattered to the contributions that have been possible by this Path2TECH team. So graduates, your journey doesn't end here. This is your launch pad, not your mouse pad. So go forward boldly. I just want to also offer a perspective of something that I read today that really resonated with me to share with you. It was the experience of someone who went through a loss, a significant loss, and they were sharing that experience with another person who similarly had a loss. And they likened the experience as being liberation. And so the individual said, I didn't really imagine my situation as being liberating. But I want you to think about your experience in this program and what is next for you as liberation. As you move forward, consider this. What is this situation liberating in you? What have you been carrying that you don't need to rebuild, but need to enter into anew? What changes that I know I've needed to make that I haven't made, that do I need to now change? So let's think about this as being your liberation with intention. You have been liberated to grab onto what is possible. And lastly, I would offer a quote. I believe it was Mark Twain who said that the most important day in our lives is not the day that we were born, but the day that we learned why we were born. So my warmest and deepest affection and congratulations to each of you who are graduating from this program. You are Empower for Life. We embrace you. You have a community that cares about you. And now it's your turn to join that and care about others and contribute what you've learned and your brilliance into this industry and show us what is possible. Congratulations and good evening to each of you. Thank you.